Holy crap! We're going to talk about something. What it's called? It's called the brain. We're going to talk about the brain. So we're going to spend, now I want you to stay with me to the end of this. It's only going to be about 2 minutes or less, but I want you to stick with me because it's a little bit complicated, all right? Now, when we receive inputs to our body, okay, instantly what happens is it fires up a section of your brain called the reptilian brain or the hypothalamus. That's the basic brain. Now, reptilian brains work in fear and survival because they don't have a cortex. Now, what happens next is from that area, it should shuffle upstream to the prefrontal cortex. That's the area of rational thinking. That's the area of control, impulse control, all those types of areas. Now, once you engage that, the brain now can interpret that impulse from that reptilian brain. Now, from there, because you have now rational thinking, you've thought through things rationally, you've controlled your impulses, it goes down to the amygdala. Now, the amygdala is the chemical factory that starts to manufacture these wonderful chemicals that give you a nice sense of happiness, joy, fear, anxiety, all these types of things start to come from this. It then plugs into the limbic area of your brain, which creates the emotion area, and you get an emotional response from whatever you saw or interpreted from the input. That makes sense? Now, what does all this got to do with chiropractic? Well, it's very simple. The input system and then the control in the brain. So if you have a blockage from misalignment of your spine and you receive the inputs from the sensory outputs, the big five sensory, that's going to create problems because the reptilian brain will be activated, which is fear-driven. You skip impulse control, you skip rational thinking, it goes directly to the amygdala and you get sensations and feelings that may be anxiety, panic, fear, and you don't control the impulses. It goes directly to the emotion factory, and sometimes you do things that would be irrational, or you don't think things through, or you're running from emotions. You can't think rationally. The brain doesn't get profused appropriately, so our cortex area doesn't engage. So we constantly live in a state of fear, anxiety, panic, and stress. So by getting your chiropractic adjustments and getting full corrective care, which is what we do, you can engage the full brain function and be rational and have a joyous and happy life. That's a little bit on brain. Take care.